Okay, we're gonna try this again for the 400th time. I'm in a different robe. You guys don't know about my robe game. You know, there's levels to this robe game. This one is also from Shein. I am actually shooting some content today, and the shirt that I'm wearing is white, and I didn't want to get it dirty while I do my makeup. So this is going to be a chatty get ready with me. I got my hair in a low bun. I tried to fix my like adult hair, and we're gonna get to it. So we're just gonna talk while we get ready. I will try to list all the products that I'm using down below because I don't know if I'm going to remember to show you what products I'm using. So let's start off with moisturizer. This, I'm using the Belief Aqua Bomb. So I kind of wanted this to be like this chit chatty, get ready, get to know me as my first YouTube video, because I just wanted to kind of, you know, get you guys acclimated to like what type of content I want to post. I am going to put on some primer. I'm going to use what's left of this Fenty beauty primer. It's the Fenty Soft Matte Pro Filter primer. And I'm just gonna get a little bit, and I usually just focus it on my T-zones where I have my pores. So do that. If you don't know me, my name is Stephanie. I am in my 40s. I'm a single mom. I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I have the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I'm in the shade 5W Bronze, but I think it's a little light for me because I tanned this summer. So I'm going to use the Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the shade 335. Okay, I'm going to just use my Sonia Kashuk sponge. So like I said, I am in my 40s. I have 3 kids. I'm a single mom. I have a 21-year-old. And he's at college, he plays baseball. And I have a 17-year-old, 16-year-old, who's going to be 17, but he is going to be a senior in high school. I always bring it down the neck, and I also make sure I get my ears, because there's nothing worse when your ears don't match your face. And then I have an 8-year-old daughter. So much of my content, you know, on here, I hope to like, find my niche is, I've watched YouTube for like, I don't know, 10 years. And I really realized that there is not really a voice for like people between the ages of like 35 and 45, 55 even, you know, like most influencers that you watch, they are like in their 20s or their early 30s. So I'm going in with my concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape concealer in 27H light medium honey, and I usually just put it here down the bridge of my nose a little bit, right here, because I have a lot of redness here around my nose, and then my Cupid's bow, and then here, and I try to like sculpt my lips a little bit there, a little bit here. I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit. Blend out my concealer. I'm still using the Sonia Kashuk sponge, just a different one. Yeah, so I realized that there's not like really a conversation between like women that are my age, or even like beauty channels that tell you how to dress, you know, at 40 or 45 or 50. It's very much like, you know, younger, like the younger audience, right? Like the, I would say like 18 to 30-ish. We want to be able to dress too, and we want to be able to find deals as well. And so that's what I do on my Instagram, right? I hope that I'm like trying to like empower women to like dress how you want, live your life. Like your life doesn't end after a divorce. Your life really doesn't end after children. Like you can still regain your identity. Like I feel with most women who are like starting over in life you kind of, your identity is based around like your husband and your kids, or maybe it's your career, and you kind of like, you know, have been accustomed to a life where you come second, you know, like your kids come first, like your kids, their sports activities, your husband, maybe like helping your husband in his career. And then now you're divorced and you're kind of like trying to find your identity, right? So I want to talk about that. I kind of want to talk about like just more like conversations that are not the same conversations. Like the conversations that you have in your 40s are not the same conversations that you have in your 30s. And I like want to bring my girlfriends on, you know what I mean? Like when you are like relationships in your 40s, dating in your 40s, the reasons why you date, what you will expect and what you won't expect, what, you know what I mean, is all a different conversation at 40. And I feel like at 40, we still have a voice. Like we're not, you know what I mean? Like we still have things to say. And I don't think that that is really a curated space on YouTube that I have found. So there, it may be, I could just not be finding those women. But so I am going to set my concealer with the Huda Beauty banana powder, and I'm just gonna do it under here. Just set, not necessarily bake. I was like with my high school sweetheart for like 20 years and that ended, and now I'm kind of like, you know, going into the second part of my life, trying to figure out who I am, what I will accept, what I won't accept. And I share that on Instagram. I share some of that on Instagram. So, you know, anyways, that's what I want to talk about on my channel. Okay, so I kind of just set the rest of my face with whatever's left. And I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. Sorry if I'm looking down. So yeah, I also want to do like hauls. You know, again, I want to empower women to like. With me, you know, after I had kids, I gained a lot of weight. I am, for size reference, I'm 5'8", right? Before I had children, I was 115 pounds. You know, when you look at yourself and your body after children, you're like, you know, don't feel the same, or you lose some confidence. And I definitely went through that for a long time. And I'm honestly just like, maybe the last couple of years, kind of become more confident in my body. And so, you know, when you're a mom, your hips widen and your body is just not the same. So I want to do like more hauls. I want to work with like more body inclusive companies and all of that. So this is going to take me forever to do one brow, so I'm going to do the other brow off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, that's probably as good as they're going to get today. I'm just going to set it with the brow setter from Benefit. So yeah, I want to do all of that on this channel, and I hope that, you know, I find an audience that relates more mommy stuff. So like I'd like to discuss like dating in your 40s, like your body in your 40s, maybe, you know, like when you're dating in your 40s, it's not the same. There's a lot of stuff that you don't accept anymore because, you know, if you've gone through life, you've had your like experiences, and stuff just doesn't fly anymore. You know, you're not dating for love. I mean, love obviously plays a role in it because you don't want to be with someone that you don't love, but you're more dating for like security, or that means more, right? And I know that's a topic that isn't quite the same in the 20-year-old range, you know. So okay, so I am going to go ahead and bronze. So I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer, and I am in the shade 3 Tan Deep. I have a big forehead, so I like to like minimize that if I could. And I'd like to, one girl has a double chin, you know. So we like to get rid of that. I feel like this is when you like start to shape your face. So this is when you like kind of carve out the shape of your face. I literally could do this all day and feel great. Okay. I like to take a like synthetic brush and kind of meld that all in. That Charlotte Tilbury bronzer is no joke. It's so good. Okay. Next, what do we do next? I like to just take a fluffy brush and kind of like fluff in the bronzer to my eyeshadow. I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm just lazy. That's also the other thing is like, you know, a makeup routine when you're a mom, especially a mom with young kids. My kids are not young, but usually with my daughter, I'm usually like fighting her to put on her clothes and getting her off her Switch or off of her iPad. And then before you know it, it's time to leave and you're late. And I honestly just run it through messily through my nose. I don't do a really specific nose contour. So, and I kind of bring the bronzer into my brow as well, because it's weird when your nose contour starts here, because it's like, okay, you know, where'd that come from? So I kind of just fluff it into like the front of my brow. I'm actually gonna add a little, take my MAC 217 if I can find it, brush, and a dark color from the Jen Atkin palette. Actually, this is a really good palette. I have been using it while I've been traveling, and just the corners just to kind of deepen it, because I'm wearing a pretty heavy lash today for filming, for shooting content. So just buff that in. So now that we have that, I'm going to take my blush. My favorite blush right now that I think works for everybody is We're Going Shopping by Kylie Cosmetics, and it's like a light pink, and I just literally put it kind of a little bit higher at the tops of my cheeks. I feel like it gives me a more youthful look. So I like a lot of blush. It's very subtle, but it's very beautiful. And I also like take some and I tap a lot of it off, and I just put it here and here, and kind of like matches, makes my face meld together a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna prep my lashes. Today I'm wearing an Amazon lash. I am one that doesn't want to commit to lash extensions, just because the upkeep of having to go back every couple of weeks or sleeping a certain way just don't sit right with me. So I am going to prep those. I'm using Duo Glue, and it takes a little to set up. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to curl my lashes. And I just use any lash curler. And I honestly am going, like I said, I'm gonna be wearing strip lashes, so any mascara will do. I literally have like 4 lashes. Probably from using Duo Glue, to be honest. And I'll just let that set for a little bit. I can put on some highlighter, and I am using, you know what else I find is like there's not too many like Southeast Asian influencers. Anyways, we have a more like olive tone. I'm using MAC School Deposit. I'm sorry, this is how much I love it. I've like literally hit pan, and I don't even know if they make it, but it's so beautiful on like a darker skin tone. So, and I love that. So, isn't that beautiful? It's just like all of the MAC, like I grew up in the era of MAC, right? And the MAC mineralized skin finishes are just top tier, because they are beautiful. And literally, if I could like dump highlighter on my tip of my nose, I would. Just is so beautiful. I just take a little bit on my ring finger, and I just do it right here. And I think that it just makes a world of difference to me. Anything that I'm doing is to me. So it's not it's obviously not gospel. So I think my lashes are ready. And the thing with putting on lashes is, number one, I can never do it without a tweezer. I don't even know if I could do with these, but, and the other thing is to make sure that your glue is tacky. So once your glue is tacky, it's really just setting it and then wiggling it into place like that. Okay, then the other side. I've honestly never put on a lash on camera, so I'm glad that worked out for me, because I could have gone really bad. But yeah, if you just let the glue get tacky, it's so much easier. Like, and with Duo, you know, like I think the instructions say wait 30 seconds. It's like wait 4 minutes. So I'm going to fluff some color into my bottom lash line. Just gonna use the same color, so my Jen Atkin palette. I'm sorry, I'm gonna look down here. Oh, fluff it in there. You can use a pencil brush. I just use this flat, like, definer brush. It's easier for me. But fluff it in there so you don't have a, like, your bottom lash line. Your bottom lash line isn't just floating. So. Okay. Lastly, we're gonna do the lips. I'm just gonna spray my face. I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Matte. I wanna be in control of how much shine I get to my face. I don't want like a dewy, because I'm like more of a combination skin. Like I feel like my skin is gets oily through the day, so I don't want to have all of this like shine on my face. I wanna be able to just place it where I need it. Okay, so lastly, we are going to do lips, and I'm going to take MAC's Cover. What I do when I do my lips is that I overline my bottom lip slightly. And then I overline my top lip, the Cupid's bow. But you kind of want to meet your natural lip line down here. So overline up here, but connect it to the actual lash line down here. And then I kind of just fill in. I fill in the corners. Okay. This is what I love. MAC's Velvet Teddy. On the lips, and it's like the perfect nude for, again, us Southeast Asian girls. There is really a different, I think, a different pigment to our skin. Like we have either like a yellow, a red, or an olive undertone, or like a pink undertone. Like I have a pink undertone, so like when I get tan, I get red. Like I look like I'm going to the Jersey Shore, and there's not a lot of foundations that work for me. I'm going to just top it off with, I don't know why my nose itches so much, I'm sorry. Fenty Beauty's lip gloss in Baby Brute up here. And again, I will link everything down in the description box, but this is the look. This is the Chatty Get Ready With Me. I'm actually think that I might actually post this one. Oh, and this whole time my package is right here. Anyways, this is my Nordstrom anniversary stuff packet that we are talking about in my channel. So just all the orders are trickling in. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I have a whole, you're probably not subscribed because I have 15 whole followers. And I hope I didn't bore you. I will get better. I don't like my background, but we will fix that. And wow, she's a vibe. Okay, gotta put on some earrings, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.